everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Manning's Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. He'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. sacked back at the 46. Jay Bromley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Five yards to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Manning. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. 18 yards there and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Manning now on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. There he goes, Brandon Marshall. Touchdown, Giants. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. Nifty move. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Play faked Abdullah. It's Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Stafford on 3rd down. Ebron's got it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
To throw on second down, Stafford. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Again, it's Robinson. He finds some open field here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Drive with Abdullah. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Manning. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. The Giants offense, they were 30th in red zone trips a season ago, but they're in the red zone now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
They run. Robinson. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They come out here in the eye. Manning now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 4th down, off goes Manning, and on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas, for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Rosas is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
it's Stafford. Off the bootleg. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Off the bootleg. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
One final try now for Manning. Buying time to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. You folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
On first down, Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Manning. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
Manning now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Manning. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. He's going to fire one deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
And the Giants ready to come out now. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Manning will try again on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Hey, big hit. Knocked down sideways. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Now Manning again. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm pretty sure the Giants saw big success for Sterling Shepard coming out of Oklahoma. They could see him in their offense working in the middle of the field and making big catches.
Second only to Michael Thomas last year among rookies in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And Rosas puts this one through. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This is screen to Abdullah. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Abdullah. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Abdullah. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. To throw on second down is Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are... going to take over in great field position. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense... we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
The first throw for the backup, Davis Webb. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Webb now from the gun. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On the run, Abdullah. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A second down run for Abdullah. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's looking deep for Bell. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Webb. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Webb. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So out now come the Lions. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.